What is it?
Oh, I'm just sweating down some tomatoes and onions to make pasta sauce. I'll add some fresh basil in there and probably some cream cheese.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Are you asking me or them?
Them.
You want to ask me how it's going?
How's it going, honey?
Good. I am at the point of pre-exhaustion. I'm like just about exhausted.
Just about.
Just about exhausted.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, yesterday we had the big storm.
Yes.
We ended it saying if there was anything to update you on, you have to watch this video. So here we are. And thankfully there isn't.
No.
It was pretty uneventful after we were done recording, and everybody was safe. We had a few issues throughout the property, and that's what I spent the majority of my day doing today.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of excess water, I'll call it, just a little bit.
Some flooding.
Yeah, down at the driveway. And so yesterday, actually, after we filmed, and at the end of the day, we went down there and we had to clear a bunch of debris off of the poly wire because it was just
grounding out.
Yeah, grounding it out and covering the poly wire. So, and then today I went over and I cleaned all that debris. Used the pitchfork, and then I used the blower, and then I mowed and I trimmed with the what is it called, the edger underneath the lines.
The hedge trimmer. The
hedge trimmer, yeah. So got that all situated. And then we had a kind of a downed tree.
Yeah, I think it was just too heavy, and there was another, like a branch that fell on top of it, and it just...
Yeah, that was like the midway of the driveway.
Yeah.
So I ended up cutting that and chopping it into pieces. It's in a big pile. I didn't move the pile to like the burn pile. I just left it.
You know, I think our burn pile is big enough. It's a little excessive at this point. It's even got stuff growing out of the middle of it.
Yeah, it's got pokeweed growing. Like, the pokeweed is doing really, really well in the burn
thriving.
pile. Look at this thing. That's a healthy burn pile.
It shouldn't be. It should be a dead burn pile.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So then we had another limb fall. Kinsley, man, life.
You just can't.
Well, over by the hoop coops. So I chopped that up also.
Yeah, it fell in between two of the enclosures and.
Yep, over a net.
Yep, over a net. So.
Yeah, we have to actually pull up the net, mow because all the grass is growing, and then redo the net because there's a lot of loose lines and stuff.
Yeah, they've been pulling around. I did go in once and I mowed inside of there.
Yeah, you did that when I was in Portland. Yeah. Yeah.
And just cleaned it up. I need to do it to this one.
Yeah, these girls need to move.
These girls out of there and move them up to the hoop coops up top. I think they're ready to go up there. It'll be our second group of females that we'll add up there.
They sleep up in this holly tree, so it's going to be really hard for us to get them in the evening. So we're just going to have to kind of do it
during the day.
During the day, or right before they start.
Yeah, and
roosting.
Clip their wings because they've got flight, and then mow this out, and then we can open it up so Elaine and Betty Jane can have some.
Yeah, I put 2 feeders in there. Betty Jane has her own feed, and then Elaine, who stays up in the that area, whatever it's called, in the actual coop area, she has her own feed, so they don't have to fight over food. And then you can see that I moved the Free Ranger's chicken. She's like,
the food.
I'm definitely exhausted. The Free Ranger's food out here, I'm going to try to start migrating them out here to eat, as opposed to on the side of the...
Kinsley May.
Yeah, Kinsley, come on.
Sweet girl. We invite you out here not to eat all the piles of chicken feed.
Oops, I forgot to throw away this bag. I'll come back and get it. Okay. Oh my gosh, yesterday. So at the end of the day yesterday, Katie and I thought it would be fun to get the shenanigans down by
the pond.
The pond, actually get them in the pond, because the pond is very, very full. We actually took a tour of the property to see like flooding and damage and stuff, and we went down to the creek to see how bad that was, and the pond to see how full it was. And the pond's like halfway full in terms of height.
Yeah.
So we thought, wow, let's get the geese down there. So we ended up walking the geese down there.
Yep, they followed us.
Yep, Katie walked in the front, and I kind of pushed them in the back, and they follow us all the way there.
Yep. Just
and then they got to the edge of the pond, and then they're like,
nope.
what do you want us to do? Go in there? So I ended up grabbing 2 of them and putting them down and putting them in the water, and they freaked out and went back up the bank. And so I was like, well, okay, let's just get them deeper into the water. So I grabbed 2 more and actually walked in there with my shoes and my pants and went deep and put them down, and they freaked out again and went back up to, and so
They wanted nothing to do with
they
the pond.
wanted nothing to do with that pond. Nothing to do with that pond.
Which was crazy, because we were there and they were all there, the dogs were all there, so it was familiar surroundings. The sheep were over there, so it wasn't like we were just throwing them in and abandoning them.
Yeah.
So
I was really surprised that they had wanted nothing to do with it.
yeah, I thought they'd swim a little, like be kind of curious and maybe go test out and see some of the grass, but no, they wanted out. And then they had no problem following us back. They ran the whole way back. They were like, nope, we're ready to go back home.
Yeah. Yeah, so that my plan to get them out there is once the paddock is next to the pond, I'll have it kind of open to the pond. We'll put the geese in the paddock, and so they can
Go
venture their way down by themselves, and maybe even take the hedge trimmer and make a little path down that way so they can see.
Yeah.
So it's not just all
Long, crazy grass. Yeah. It'd be good too, because you don't want any predators lying in wait in the long grass, whatever they may be. All right, got the tarp, it stayed. We didn't have any more crazy heavy winds.
I was trying to think about how to do this tarp because we're gonna extend it. Well, I think we are. Our plan was to put another coop here and then extend it, because that's only half the length.
We just have to buy another one.
Right, and extend it. But for now, I don't want to like zip tie.
Right.
Because then it'd poke holes in here.
Right.
So I was thinking maybe take some of this Gorilla tape and make some loops with it, and then do that zip tie with the Gorilla tapes and just do a bunch of those along the way.
That might work.
Yeah, but it definitely needs to be secured down, because when we do get winds, it just flaps right up.
Yeah, comes right up.
I mean, I guess we could
Zip tie the bottoms.
we could zip tie the bottoms. That would help.
Yeah.
That would definitely help. We could do that.
We could do what we did with the other, I guess the other one we had a tarp. I wonder if the Gorilla tape would stick to the metal, because you could just almost just tape it.
Yeah, you could do a whole edge, and then you can just even zip tie into the...
Yeah, into the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work. I'll look to see if these are available. I know after we built it, they sold out.
Oh, really?
They went out of stock.
Oh, man.
After we did that video, and then we'll look at...
Our influence was so strong that everybody, they bought them right up.
They rushed right to the stores, I'm sure.
Kinsley, come on, girl. You need to stop eating this stuff. This is not okay. I am not okay with this. I'm really not.
It really drives you bonkers.
Well, it's because it's
Kinsley.
just food that she does not need.
Yeah.
And it's not for her, it's for the animal, for the chicken. So yes,
I'm
it
aware
bothers.
here.
Yes, it bothers me.
Kinsley,
Come on, stop it.
put you back in the house.
Yeah, seriously. If you can't behave.
This is why you can't be outside, Kinsley. And then Red's just chasing the hens up. She just is like, okay, fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, what else do we got going on?
So just kind of an update. We have been working on getting through footage and been filming a lot. So we'll be back to a semi-regular schedule on the Kraemer life. So have some videos coming out this week. And we'll probably try to do about 2 a week.
Yeah, I think we're
moving
gonna,
forward.
Yeah, 3 a week was getting a bit much.
And we'll have a variety of different things coming out. We'll get you caught up with some of the projects we've been working on that maybe you have been notified about here on Keeping It Kraemer, but haven't seen us do, or actions, and some things that we haven't really shared, and just finishing up on some projects. So we'll have some of that work, some cleaning up the property, and some other activities that we've been working on. So it'll be kind of a mixture of some different videos, sharing our hydroponic system that we've been working on, and some other.
Yeah, there was a few requests, or maybe a lot, I don't know. People like the yard cleanup.
Yeah.
And so we're doing an episode where it's just mowing.
And yard cleanup.
And yard, yeah, it's interesting to watch, even though it's just mowing. Like it's done in a way where it's interesting to watch, and so it's nice. It's cool to see kind of the transforming from high grass and whatever to So anyway, so we're gonna try a couple different video styles and see how they do. So watch for those. And then today was actually a really, really nice day. Like it was only 70 degrees.
Yes, it was beautiful.
It was in the humid range, not the very humid range. And that's measured based off of dew point. And so I was able to get all of that yard work done for cleaning up the storm damage. And we thought maybe we would get over to the mulch pile and start moving some mulch, but
Did get to
I'm
that.
done. Yeah, I'm just kind of done today.
Yep.
Yeah, plus I need to finish the video that you guys are gonna watch today.
Yep.
So, well, what
It
else?
looks like you chopped down
I did.
and cleaned up.
I did. I went through and
That
cut
cucumber
out
looks
a
ready.
lot of the really bad leaves.
Yeah.
There's still quite a bit more to go. I got a little over excited and cut one large vine.
I was gonna say, you kind of,
Yeah, I
Chopped a bunch
accidentally
here, babe.
cut one large vine, but it'll
those are so
survive.
pretty.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Look how pretty. You're trying to kill my zinnias. He's wrapped around it. Let her go, let her go.
Just break it.
Just break this?
Yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go this way. You go that way. But yeah. Ow! Those are so pokey.
Yeah, they're very,
I forget how pokey those are.
Yeah.
Wow. Is this one ready?
yeah, that one's ready.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try my hand at a refrigerator pickle. Never done one before. So we've got tons of cucumbers that are starting to pile up and I don't want them to go to waste. The other thing I saw is you can peel them and freeze them and then use them in smoothies and drinks and things like that later. They're just not as good after they've been frozen. So I didn't want to freeze a ton of them.
Ah, that one's, it's like beefy.
Yeah,
It's so
they're-
beefy.
It is. These ones all have weird tips. They have like little butts on them.
They're,
Like little-
they're probably still going.
Well, I don't think that's gonna fill out. I don't think that's like even the ones down there. I think it's like this piece just never
Yeah.
kind of went away.
Interesting.
To see how they just fall off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
Well,
man, this thing's taking over. It's gonna take over your cilantro. You need to do something with your
I need
cilantro,
to.
honey.
Yeah, I'm making Italian food for dinner tonight. I should have made something that needed cilantro. I keep forgetting to come out here. Here, can I just do this?
Sure.
There we go. Did we give up on the radishes?
Yeah, the radishes, I think they're now too old and they're just stocky.
Well, then we need to pull them, babe.
I know, but then pull them. I just don't have time.
I can't hear you, which is probably a good thing.
I was just saying.
There's not even a radish on most of these. Like, there's nothing on them.
Yeah, let me just pull them. Maybe we'll put carrots or something in there.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't. All right. Yeah, these didn't even really grow. I
That
mean,
one's kind of got one.
all right.
And the pigs don't even like to eat the radish.
The geese do.
Oh, do they?
Yep,
Nice.
the geese do. So, I don't know. All right. No more radishes.
Cool.
I just left the nasturtium,
Yep.
the marigold, and the peas.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to get some carrots in the ground, so maybe we could do that here soon.
I wonder if we have any peas. I haven't even checked
Yeah.
the peas. They're looking.
There's a little one.
Oh, look at the. Oh, look at those things. They're huge.
Right there,
Look at
yeah.
the size of this thing.
It's beautiful.
Like, when do you pick them?
That looks ready.
Really?
Yeah.
This one right here or both?
I want the one up top.
Oh, you do? Are you gonna eat it?
I am.
Uh.
Not that one, the other one.
Oh.
The higher one, the up top one.
Oh, okay. It was at the top when you told me about it.
Oh, you were gone. Okay. Yummy, yummy.
Let's see if mine's yummy. Oh, that's good.
That's delicious.
You hear that crunch?
Yep. And then there's quite a few more growing on the other side. They're not quite ready.
Yeah,
And
this
then there's
could
a
have
little
been-
one.
This could have been a day or, oh, these are different types.
These are a different type. Yeah, it could have been another day, but I think it's fine.
Well, that's cool.
So it reminds me of my grandparents' house, going in their garden and eating all their peas.
I was watching Growing Little Country's video, his newest one, because he puts them out every Sunday, and they're just clips of every day of the week kind of stuff. And I feel bad. I forget this little girl's name, but the newest little...
Isabella?
The newest one.
Oh.
She likes to go into the garden and she picks all of the cherry tomatoes, and before they even have a chance to like fully ripen, she just goes over and and so like her height is just decimated, and the rest up they're all on the top. It's pretty funny.
And then, and then she'll pick them even though they're not ripe.
Yeah, that's cute. Cute.
Have you tried to feed the chickens these? The radishes?
No.
Well, that's all I have for updates. I don't know. I worked all day.
That's about how it went today.
Okay. I'm gonna throw these over here for the chickens.
I'm gonna get back into the house tomorrow and get the rest of it cleaned, and then the room set up for Sang. So when he arrives on Friday, have a nice comfortable spot to...
We'll be good hosts.
Yep. I even asked him, I said, do you prefer sleeping cold or sleeping warm? And he said cold, so I'll be putting it in the portable AC unit that we have in the room for him so he can stay nice and chilly.
As if they don't have enough greens already.
There are different types of greens.
Hi, Jack. How you doing, buddy? I owe you guys some more mulch. I put a whole bunch of hay in there for them so they'd have dry spots underneath there to walk on back there because it got so wet yesterday. But I've been throwing grass clippings in every once in a while and some hay.
I think the chicks that are in the brooder inside, I think they're ready to come outside.
Yes, we can bring them outside as soon as we decide where we can put them.
Here, I'll get them.
Thanks. See if you guys like that. There we go. And these guys, I put a whole bunch of fresh bedding in also so that they'd start utilizing this more.
Oh, nice.
Because they have all of the space, and since they're getting bigger, they've all been trying to stay in their little small original one when they were
huge now.
I know, they've just had a huge growth spurt.
My goodness. Yeah, I didn't realize how big they were until I saw one inside the container there, and it's like, whoa, you guys are huge.
Except for that little tiny one.
But still, he or she's even double in size.
They should all be girls except for the one right there that's white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dark Brahmas, the males actually are mostly white and they have the black heads, which is kind of interesting. And then the females are really dark.
They're really pretty.
Yeah, they're beautiful birds. They're gonna look like Betty Jane, just different colors.
Oh, cool.
So it'll just be a white and a black color, but just like Betty.
Basically like Elaine.
Pretty close, yeah. Elaine, they'll look more similar to Elaine, yeah, even though she's only partial Brahma.
So this frizzle, this little tiny frizzle, is it a frizzle cochin?
Yeah, so it's a frizzle cochin bantam.
Okay, yeah. She has really funny looking eyes. Like they're really, how come that's not going in? There we go.
There's 4 of them in there, but only 2 of them are fuzzy.
Oh, can we
get their water?
Yeah, let's lift this up and just refresh that water.
Yeah, they like to dump stuff in it.
Yep. Thanks.
There you go. Yeah, so I want to we need to get these ones in a bigger one.
Yeah.
And then we can put the littles out in this one.
Yeah.
So we'll have to just do some moving around again.
Or we can find a place for these 2 and put the littles in there. But yeah.
I would probably put these ones in there.
Okay.
So they'd have a yard.
Oh, yeah. And just put some wire up at the top to keep aerial.
We have that shade cloth. Maybe we could use that shade cloth for above them for
Yeah, I also
aerial
bought
protection.
that rope for really cheap at Harbor Freight. We can use that too.
Yep, to do some
Crisscross.
wires. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. I was just about to grab it. Well, that's it for today.
Kind of all over. Don't mind us.
That's how it goes. So join us again tomorrow for another exciting, fun-filled day of What Did the Kraemers Do? All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Is she still in here?
She's still in there.
Oh, she only has 3 eggs now. She broke one.
Oh, she broke one?
Uh-huh.
Yikes.
Yeah, Misty broke one of her eggs that she's been sitting on for weeks.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Was it starting to develop?
Yeah, there was a little bit of something in there.
Oh.
So, that's sad.
That is sad.